but we've worked it out. So welcome back to the Stroke Thrivors podcast. And every episode is built on the same belief. Somewhere out there, somebody wants to listen to what we have to say. Or maybe maybe somebody you love walks this way, and it's nice to know that somebody else is there walking with them. So either way, if you haven't subscribed, hit the button now if you can. New episodes come to you each week if you're a subscriber, and you don't want to miss one that changes something for you. So before I jump into today's topic, I want to address something that's on my mind. Back when we were called the Stroke Folk Show, the name felt right. It spoke to the people in the room. It was real folks with real stories, but we've grown, and I realized the name was only telling half the story. It was describing who showed up here. It wasn't describing who you're becoming. So that's what it shifted everything. And then name changing to the Stroke Thriver podcast wasn't about erasing the past. It's about completing the sentence. You're not just surviving this, you're thriving through it. And so you're rebuilding, and so are we. And you're moving forward, just like us. And you're still you, but you're more than what happened on the day or the days. That distinction matters to me, and somehow I think it matters to you. So the stroke show folk spirit, it didn't disappear. It's still on. Past episodes are still on my stroke on my YouTube channel. It's at Stroke Thrivors. So check it out. We're building something bigger every week, and the same commitment to quality, the same dedication to bringing you stories, tools that actually work. So if you haven't subscribed to this yet, come on. What are you waiting for? Just do it. And we're showing up. I am on two places now, my YouTube channel and Facebook Live. So please check me out. One of those, or maybe both. And so a lot of people ask me why I keep showing up week after week to you. No shortcuts or breaks, just consistent work. It's the truth is simple. It's three things, more, maybe 4 or 5, 6. But first of all, this is discipline. By committing to coming to you, I discipline myself to keep trying to speak more clearly, and always I get information which is verifiable, but it also keeps my own recovery moving forward, and that's really 2 reasons. So second, I'm genuinely curious, and so when I come across an idea or a story or a piece that stops me in my tracks, I can't help but share it with you, and so that's why I want to put it in your hands. And third, this is the one that matters most, I guess. They all really matter. This is one of the few places around where I can tell you what's on my heart or my mind or both. And the internet is wonderful because it allows my unfiltered opinion, what I think, so and what I feel. So um, this freedom to speak truth is everything. So two more quick things before we dive in. If you're looking for more support between episodes, so far there's more coming. I've written two books specifically for thrivers like you. Um, the first is Stroke Thrivors First Aid Kit. I published it in November 2024. And the second is Word Search for Stroke Recovery Book, Volume 1. It's the easiest because when I first was in recovery, I didn't have much to that I could speak. And my speech recovery therapist had me using them to reconnect my brain and my mouth, and through the recognizing the words. So if they will help you, please come on and come on out. But you can find my books. Um, um, when I when I add some more, they'll be on there too. So um, other thing I have to tell you is when I published my first book, I used the label Stroke Survivors. But I realized since then that I'm more than a survivor. Then I came up with the word thriver, which is OR, not ER, like the grammar or the spell check complains each time. But um, because I wanted to be more. So I worked with people to uh, uh, design stuff that uh, they've made up to so far 12 or 13 designs. Uh, but they help you. There's one example. Probably you've seen it uh, on this podcast. I'm a stroke thriver. What's your superpower? So, and when you wear them, they you tell the world two things. You say, "I'm more than a survivor. I'm a thriver," and second, you invite them to talk about stroke prevention. We're in the Stroke Awareness Month, and what a better way to talk about it than having a um, t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a hat. Um, you can get it, and to get to them, you can go to tinyurl.com/stroke hyphen designs. Check them out. So, and the last thing, fundamental, really, about today, before today's topic, we come back to this often. It was on a episode way many moons ago, but lasting change, either for me or you or someone, doesn't come from a single moment of inspiration or one big decision. It comes from your words, your brain and body, and your actions are all moving in the same direction. And and you keep doing it. over and over. That's repetition. That's consistency. That's where real rewiring happens. That's where neuroplasticity occurs, and it's in action. So that's real recovery. All right. And so now let's go on to our topic. There's a doctor named, his name is Mark Hyman, MD, who wrote a book called The Pagan Diet, 21 Practical Principles for Reclaiming Your Health in a Nutritionally Confusing World. It's a good book. The whole premise is elegant. Stop choosing between diet camps. Don't worry about it, but stop. Don't get caught in an either-or thinking that dominates really conversations. Take the best from every world, and emphasize on whole foods, nutritional density, good fats, limited refined carbohydrates, minimal sugar. So layer it up with the best from vegan eating, lots of fresh vegetables, plant-based nutrients, and whole foods. You end up something real, something that's livable, and something that works. So what caught my attention about this approach is how practical it is. There's no dogma, no preaching, just a framework that works. And after you had a stroke, you need a framework that you can use. And about 5 years after I had the strokes, I was doing I was looking at my diet, and I realized there was a lot that I had to change, that I could change. And so check it out. So right now, the nutritional world is shifting hard towards something called fiber maxing. That's a word. It's maximizing your daily fiber intake through whole foods, legumes, seeds, like that. But why? The data is clear. Fiber is becoming the new marker for real functional nutrition. It's not about restriction or depriving yourself. It's about feeding your gut and your brain the fuel that actually needs to work. So your gut health is the foundation for everything else. Your mood, your energy level, your neurological recovery. The gut-brain connection isn't poetry anymore. It's measurable science. And here's how I came to evaluate my diet. I use they do it in a pagan diet framework, but it's 4 things. Number 1, is this food something live or was recently alive? Number 2, does the food contain minimal or no added sugar? Number 3, where was the food grown, produced, or processed? And number 4, does the food contain ingredients you can recognize and pronounce? So let's look at these individually. Number 1, is the food something that's live or recently alive? Choose fresh or flash frozen. And because if you avoid food that's been sitting on the shelf for months, it'll be much better than if it is processed or has foods that has ingredients that have to be not pronounced. So when you would choose a recently alive food, like new vegetables that are harvested yesterday or recently, um, your body absorbs the nutrients more efficiently. The nutrient density is higher, and your digestive system recognizes it's real food and process it and accordingly. That's the difference between food and food alike substances. Your body knows the difference, even if your mind is trained not to think about it. Number two, does the food contain minimal or no added sugar? This is because sugar adds inflammation to your system. It will spike your blood sugar in ways that destabilize your energy and mood, and works directly against everything your brain is trying to do after the stroke. Your new nervous system is rebuilding, so you don't need to derail it. So your glucose metabolism may be fragile. So I look for foods that have less than 10 grams of sugar per serving or no more than 20 grams of carbs. And I use that as a general guideline. And you have your own, you get your own targets based on your recovery needs, but be intentional about it. So read the label and know what you're putting in your body. So sugar is the reason that many of us are heavier and deal with more metabolic issues than we should. So you don't have to be perfect, but you have to be aware. Awareness is where the choice begins. So number three, where was the food grown, produced, and processed? So local and regional foods, it's better. It's fresher. It gets to you faster. It hasn't degraded the nutrients, and it requires more preservatives. So when you prioritize your food from your state or county or country over food shipped from thousands of miles away, you're choosing quality and nutrient density at its peak. So that's not snobbish. That's smart recovery strategy. So start with one choice this week, one local vegetable, especially if it is in season, which here in Michigan, in the northern USA, it's the spring, and food is coming in the season, and I love it. So you find what's local with you and eat it. So one local vegetable or ingredient, one regional protein source, build from there. But small choices compound into big shifts. And number four, does the food contain ingredients you can recognize and pronounce? And when you have a lot of ingredients, often they are not pronounceable or they're chemical. So be smart, be real, and be simple. So look at the ingredients, and if you don't, if if it's long, it's a problem. It's if you don't recognize half of them, your signal to put them back is ringing off. So always numerous ingredients can always mean heavy industrial processing, and processing removes nutrition while asking your digestive system to decode a chemical. So keep it simple, keep it real. So people moving away from processed food and toward quality over quantity, and that's huge. But so when you do this, you will shift towards gut health, towards whole food, toward nutrient dense eating, and it aligns directly with your brain needing to rebuild itself. So check it out, and um, if if this episode sparks something else, share a food win. What did you evaluate this week? What choice did you make differently? Did you switch to a local vegetable or ingredient? Uh, did you start cutting back on added sugar? Spend the day focusing on whole food and fiber. Did you read the label you've been avoiding? I want to hear about it. Real stories, real wins. Tag at Stroke Thrivors. That's V as in victory, OR. And drop a comment on YouTube, my YouTube channel. This is how we build community, by showing each other what's possible. If you haven't subscribed to the Stroke Thriver podcast yet, do it now. New episodes come weekly, and if you're subscribed, you get told about them. And each one is designed with the stroke recovery community, the Thriver Nation. So in gratitude and grit, see you next week.